YouTube, guess what's back this morning? Skip Bayless is back with a new cast. That's right, a new cast. He had a fire intro. If y'all didn't catch it, he had a fire intro. It's Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless always been Skip Bayless. Whether it be Sherman Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless is the show. Uncle Shay had a great personality, the funny, the uncle that we know from the hood, the block, the barbershop. We love Uncle. Stephen A. Smith, the loudmouth, the funny dude. Say the crazy stuff. We love him. But Skip Bayless, and he put these black brothers back on who got fired. They back on, and we gonna interact. We gonna react to a Lakers segment. LeBron, you know they gotta keep LeBron. You got these Laker homers on the show. Keyshawn on the show. Michael Irvin, who got fired, back on the show talking, and you got Richard Sherman. That infamous moment they had. You gotta check out the intro. I might do a video about that, but I want you to like, subscribe to this channel, and let's get in it. We got a LeBron topic, y'all.
February 7th to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He led the Lakers past Memphis in 6 in the first round, and then past Golden State in 6 in the second round. But the Lakers, of course, got swept in the conference.
Swept!
The eventual chance to
Swept!
So, Richard, you grew up here in LA. You're both big Lakers fans.
No contest. Look at that LeBron jump shot. No contest. Nobody won.
Sherman. What do you expect from LeBron as he
Richard Sherman and Skip on the same room? This is history.
Same thing we expected the other 20 years.
Oh shit!
Very same thing.
Goddamn.
I mean, last year, Skip in his 20th year.
Skip. They love saying Skip. Skip.
23 rebounds. Like he was
A black man on the Skip.
Him in the playoffs. You know, you say Father Time, Mother Nature, they all catch you eventually.
They do.
But he was coming off of an injury. So when he got in those playoffs, he was still injured, but he still played well. He played well in the Memphis series.
No, he did. Not one time in that Memphis series in 6 games did he score 30 points. Not one time. Not one game. He had how many 30-game points? He at least had 20, 30 games in the regular season. Now, one time in that 6-game series against the undersized Memphis Grizzlies that he scored 30 points. Anytime they playing well, they need not have formality. They need like barbershop dudes talking to them. This is gonna be exciting because they talking barbershop, they talking over each other. I love that, but they need actual real people on there that don't have no relationship with them. No relationship.
He averaged 22 points, but he improved that.
I thought he played very well.
Every round.
22 points. That's not LeBron like. He's 27 for his career. 29 in the regular season.
That you give him so much right for.
You know what? Yeah.
He almost averaged a triple-double with 27.7. It's the standard that you're holding to is insanity. Imagine averaging 27.7, 9.5 rebounds, 10 assists on 51% shooting, and you saying he had a bad series.
He did. He got swept. I mean, let me tell you something. That 40-point game, when you get swept and you have a 40-point game in the series, that extradites your numbers. And put it like this: in that 4-game sweep, he only had one game of 30 points. He had 2 games all playoff. He played 6 against Memphis, 6 against Golden State, and 4 against Nuggets. That's 12. That's 16 playoff games he played. 2 out of the 16, he only scored 30 points. 27. He had 27 points. He couldn't close late. That 40-point last game, getting your ass swept, make your numbers look so great when you're in a 4-game sweep. To put some perspective on it, and he missed 20 straight threes, an NBA record. It's ridiculous. And we all seen the last 2 plays. So let's cut it out, Keyshawn. I mean, Shannon.
That's a bad team. You gotta be a bad
It was a terrible. You get swept. You got swept, and you had one great game and one great half. Actually, he had one great half, not a great game. He had a great half. He had 31 in the first half. Folks, last 2 quarters, he had 9 points.
First of all, the altitude was an issue.
Oh shit! Here come the excuses. The altitude was an issue, but Kobe Bryant beat that Denver Nugget team back-to-back year. He swept AI Melo in Denver. You had to play 2 games in Denver, 2 games in LA. Swept them. That's 2 top 75 players. Kobe, ridiculous. 29%, 40, 50% shooting. Just murdered them. Had a 48 and 10 assist game in that series against Denver Nuggets. The altitude was shit to Kobe. Then you get Chauncey Billups and Carmelo Anthony with J.R. Schmidt, Nene, Kenyon Martin, all these good players, collective players. I think that was better than Lakers. The next season in the West Conference Finals, Kobe averaged over 33 on 48% shooting. 2 40-point games in mind. He hit the dagger 3 on J.R. Smith. Hand down, man down. Over. That's how he sit 20,000 people down. Kobe said, shut up, lock and low. Mama, there goes that man. In the altitude. So now we bringing up the streets. That's what's wrong with this new media and these athletes that act like that, these people with them. So I want to see they talk on the Kobe, LeBron, Jordan debate when they get into that. Kobe destroyed the Denver Nuggets. But we talking about altitude. I mean, Kobe was more trained. That means like LeBron's body wasn't good enough. I guess so.
Always an issue. It's always an issue.
Yes, that's why they won't hold.
It always an issue.
150 times.
It always an issue. Kobe Bryant destroyed Denver Nuggets
But if you look at his
in Denver, and but LeBron, it's
like
altitude.
you said, Sherman, close to 29 points a game, the 20 seasons. Okay, at some.
So these guys, they get lost on 29 points a game in a high inflation. I hate these niggas get on TV and talk about inflation, scoring stats. Nigga, you know how easy to score fucking. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna make this point right here. In the history of the Boston Celtics, all the great players from Larry Bird to Bill Russell to Paul Pierce to all the other great Celtics, never put 30 points in a single season. Jason Tatum this year in 2023 averaged over 30. The first Celtic ever to average 30 for an entire NBA season. That tell you about the numbers. I ain't gonna say no more.
Some point in the year,
You think Tatum better than Larry Bird? Let's cut it out.
we was talking about.
And I love JT. That's my man.
He is a possible MVP.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he gets it.
How the hell we was a possible MVP when they was under 500 the whole season? That was under. They started the season what 2-10? They started the season like 2-10. Like that was terrible. And then he got hurt, and then the team picked up off the trade. He rushed back to get in the flow of the team because the team was doing good. They got over 500 without LeBron James. The first time they got over 500, LeBron James was nowhere on the court.
Ankle injury, then his foot he dealt with.
I'm just dealing with facts.
So he missed 27 games.
Is that Father Time
No,
tapping you on the shoulder?
It's not Father Time tapping you on the shoulders. It just happens to be in a situation where you get an injury. We all know if LeBron James stays healthy, he is going to be one of the top 5 or 6 players in all of the NBA.
He won a top 5, top 6, baby. He wasn't even top 10.
Depending on who you're having a conversation with, they may even put him at number 1. Just depends on who you're talking to.
Who the hell gonna put this nigga at number 1 right now? Who the hell gonna put somebody like him at number 1? It's too many. Nobody in a right brain sells sick of. You might be mental in the head to put LeBron James number 1 right now over Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, Jason Tatum. Steph Curry. You might be smoking Kevin. You might be smoking crack. You're smoking. I understand the southern borders are open and it's fentanyl coming all in. You gotta get it ain't hard to get on that fentanyl if you think LeBron James number 1 NBA player today. You are smoking rocks. He ain't even the top 5. He's not even the best player on his team. AD the best player on his team. AD affect the court both sides.
Okay, so you think he's an MVP candidate?
Oh, 100%.
All right.
Fuck no.
100%.
100% no. 100% no.
One of the things that he's adapted and learned how to do now.
I'm let you right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo will be the lead MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo will be the lead MVP this year.
It's changed his game.
And that's it right
He's
there.
changing his game.
That's it.
It's
By jacking up threes.
so
Jacking up threes.
See, when we saw LeBron in his younger days, he was doing something totally different than he is now.
Right.
Okay, the offense doesn't always have to go through him the way that it did before.
Thank you.
He's obviously a point guard now to a degree,
Right.
but when he needs to get on the
Right.
blocks as a power forward, he can. Don't tell me anything about he's not clutch. Don't tell
He
me
not.
anything about his three-point shooting.
He not.
We're never going to say Steph Curry is shooting threes. We're never going to say that. Everybody criticizes
Not even Paul
him.
Pierce.
He should take that shot. No, he should just make the right play.
Right,
That's what he
the
should
right
do.
play.
And he's
So-
been able to do that.
You don't
He
hear
took
about
the
his-
Laker team
Yeah.
that everybody was dumping
Right,
on
right.
until they made the trades to the.
And then they beat up on 2 undersized teams. The Memphis Grizzlies without their starting center and a backup center and Clark and they starting center and Steve Adams, and then they beat up on Golden State team who Draymond Green is in love with LeBron James, don't play him good, and they undersized as well, and Draymond Green is a center, and then they play against a 7-foot Jokic, they get swept. I rest my case. I don't want to hear no more about this. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, share the video. I'll see you on the next one. What y'all think about the new one, Undisputed? I'm loving it so far. I'm out.